Hello, everybody. My name is Mahael Abdul-Qawi. I'm the founder and representative of the Accountability Party for Human Rights, a political vanguard organization comprised of individuals who have chosen the path of self awareness and self understanding to become something more for ourselves, for our loved ones, for our families, and then large for the greater community. In this video, I would like to discuss something that I saw last night that I feel is important to bring up in conversation. What I would like to discuss is the difference between cancel culture and accountability. Because based off observation, it seems that cancel culture is this generation's way of achieving accountability. But it's two different things. It doesn't compute the same way because real accountability has results if applied correctly. Cancel culture, what cancel culture is public shaming. As somebody who is personally in therapy, something that my therapist has helped me to differentiate is shame and guilt. Guilt, you can feel, you can work to improve on the action that you did. Guilt is specifically on what I did wrong, whereas shame is I am wrong. I am being, your existence is wrong. And although there are those who support cancel culture who would say, "Oh, we're not saying that their existence is wrong." No, you are. When you cast public shame, when you try to eliminate somebody's existence from society and erase whatever accomplishment or achievement that they may have done, you are targeting their existence. It's no longer just based off the action, which people can grow from. If somebody has committed a action that is hurtful or attacking somebody else or belittling anyone else outside of themselves, they can feel guilt for that action and learn why that action specifically is wrong and then move forward accordingly. But if a person believes that they themselves are wrong, how can they ever grow when it creates the pessimistic view of I am wrong, I am not evil, but I am this person who can never be good in this society. When you cast shame on somebody, they're not thinking I can do better. They cave to the shame and fall into the mental state that I can't grow, I can't do better. And I know it's easy to cast shame, especially when there are those who are hurt. The victim. It is understandable and easy for the victim to cast shame because they're the one that is experiencing the hurt, not the person that is causing the hurt. But this is where even that gets screwed in this current climate because we have people who are playing victims. And for those who know, I really despise in this modern age how we have to always give every statement we say with a disclaimer and a warning and have to assure the sensitive people that we're not talking. You should know what I'm talking about. I'm not making this video for those who are living life accordingly. As any video I make, I'm not making it for those who already are aware and know what the hell to do. This is for the people I'm at. So this is going to be that general warning. If you take what I'm saying to heart, then tie that shoe up and walk out of this conversation. But we have those who are playing victims who aren't really hurt, who are just having a moment of disagreeing. But because in this current age, we connect our emotions with everything, we allow our emotions to dictate instead of fuel. Emotions should not be the driver. They should be the gas in the car. What's the driver is logic. What drives is your critical thinking. Your feelings is the gasoline that goes into the car that propels it forward. But you, in your logical thinking, you dictate where the gas goes. So we have those who are playing this victim mentality because they're allowing their emotions to control what they say, how they act. And the reason why that's not a successful way of going about accountability, because emotions are temporary. Even if temporary means a couple months, a couple years, in the grand scheme of one individual's life, or the grand scheme of this whole existence of Earth, the universe, we can go bigger. Your temporary emotions do not matter. And I'm not saying that to belittle, I'm saying all, but you'll compare it to the grand scheme of what goes on. Your little moments of feeling pain or hurt, they do not matter. And again, I'm not talking about those who are actually going through physical, emotional trauma. I'm talking about the many people who make up cancel culture, who are just complaining to complain, who are having a temper tantrum. That's what it is. It is a temper tantrum, trying to disguise itself as a social movement that cares about everybody at large. No, you don't care about everybody at large, because if cancel culture really did, you wouldn't move the way you did. If you cared about people at large, you would apply a process of accountability that actually works, that actually has results, that actually has people growing, not people who are shamed out of existence, where they don't learn anything, where they might continue their actions, where there won't be any change to their behaviors, because cancel culture is based on temporary emotions. This person can come back in a couple years and do the same exact thing, because you forget, or you move on, or you're distracted by the next big thing or the next person to cancel. That this person from last week can come this week, and so forth, because it's not substantial. Whereas true accountability, there is no push to the outcast island, to the misfit island, and then come back, when everything's okay. No, accountability is you stand on the island and all where everybody else is. You look everybody in the face and you accept that you are wrong. And you don't come back until you learn something. You will be tested on your character. So, what's the real process of accountability? I don't think there's any set path or guideline. I believe every culture, every religion, every political belief has their own way of going about accountability. Me specifically, the way I think is the best and productive way to go about it, and I brought it down in a previous video. I break down accountability through a 3-step process that I call AAA. And that is awareness, acceptance, adaptability. And I bring this up constantly, but it is the most simplistic way to look at it. You have to become aware of what you've done and who you are. You have to become aware of your actions and who you are as a person. And you have to become aware of, yes, all the good things, if there is, and all the bad things. The bad things is because to adapt, which is the end, to grow, you have to see the bad stuff. You have to see the things that need to be fixed. You don't look at the good things and be like, oh, well, I have 5 good things compared to 6 bad things. Well, I'm fine. No, it doesn't work that way. If it's not balanced, or if the good side isn't more, then I'm sorry, but you're not fully doing the process. So first is awareness. Become aware of yourself, of your actions, of your environment, of your surroundings. And then you have to accept it. Because a lot of people, again, and I said this many times, people get to the awareness part and then they stop. And then they don't accept it. And then they can't handle it because for some reason it's just too much to handle that, hey, I'm capable of doing something wrong, or I'm not as great as I thought I could be. Get out of your ego. Sorry, get over it. You accept it. And then once you accept, you adapt. And you move forward diligently. Even if you stumble along the way, you move forward, adapt, and knowing all that I have these things and all that I want to improve on. And if you don't want to improve, then this does not matter. Then you can go back to playing the victim. You can go back to keep hurting people, and then you will fall into that. But the point of this video is to show and all that cancel culture is not accountability, even though we are using that phrase as a replacement for the word accountability. But it does not make sense and it does not work. And we need to label it what it really needs to be, which is accountability, and not call it cancel culture, because it's not a culture, it's a mentality, it's a process, it's not a culture. And inshallah, if more people adopt this mentality, then we can have growth, and then you will actually see people who have done wrong maybe become something better. Inshallah.